Reviews with Fatty. As always, I'm your host, Fatty, aka Jay. I'm working on that Fatty thing, hopefully one day I can say it's Food Reviews with Skinny. That's my goal anyway right now. I'm doing a lot of not eating throughout the weekdays and trying to do as much as I can throughout the weekends. I do intermittently fast 5 days a week currently, and I am working on getting a little bit of weight training in at nighttime, just to deal with all the everyday anxieties that I deal with, and just to put it out there, I deal with a little bit of depression and anxiety. I've had a really hard life, and a lot of people gave up on me that I really cared about in life, and so I tend to be a little different about things when it comes to it. So we're going to be doing something slightly different today. I chose to do this new sub that just came out. I'm trying to find the name here. It's the Barbecue Ranch Chicken Crunch from Jimmy John's. This is located at 2325 Almerton Road. That's here in Pinellas Park, Florida. So just to get an idea, this is a 8-inch sub that has barbecue, ranch, chicken, and some other stuff on it. This does run for a total of $10.69 for an 8-inch. So I'm just going to go ahead and say first things first, I don't feel that the value of this sub is really great. First off, second thing I noticed is they did go ahead and give me the sub and put it in the window to wait for me, like a Grubhub kind of thing, but of course it's not a warmer. Again, here we are with not the warmer. And so honestly, from the feel of this sub, it's supposed to be warm, but it's not. I'm gonna guess that anyway, because I wouldn't see how somebody would eat barbecue chicken sub that was cold, which would make no sense to me. And maybe that's Jimmy John's unique take on it. I don't really know, because I don't order from Jimmy John's very often. They are quite pricey, so this is like if you really want to splurge after a long day of fasting, I suppose you could have maybe this. But yeah, I mean, it's not a super impressive sub as the full thing. I already felt like that was the case to begin with. If you see, it's just like, It's not a horrible looking distance line, whatever you want to call it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it down the middle as always. So that way I can get the cross cut. That way you can see what it looks like from the inside first. Like I said, I do believe this should be a warm sub. I'm amazed that they're serving it cold like this. I mean, yeah, for $10.69, this 8-inch sub doesn't really look super spectacular. As far as the vision goes, I don't feel that it's that impressive to the eyes. It's not like visually, aesthetically pleasing. Actually, looking at it now that I get to see it a little close up, you can see there. There's some kind of like barbecue sauce stuff that they put on there. Let me try to get some light off there. There you go. So you can see what I'm working with here. Nothing super spectacular, but I mean, hey, at least I can put this in the fridge when I'm done doing the review. Typically, I don't eat until later on in the night. I'll wait a couple hours because usually I get off about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Typically, I'm not hungry even though I've been fasting. My emotions and a little bit of stress have been getting to me lately. So if there's a little less videos in the next few days, or maybe for a while, I'm going to try to do one a day, but at the end of the day, I'm trying my best to find a way to get over the things that I got going on right now. It's like one of these things where it's just like you really care about somebody, and you've cared for them for a long time, and then you finally come out and say, hey, I really care. And then they tell you that they're basically just not emotionally available. And that's the most heartening thing in the world. It's the most heartbreaking thing, is to feel like you might be important to somebody because you get some attention from them, and then find out that it's really not all it cracks up to be right now. But it is what it is, I mean, I'm single, as always, been for probably 6 years now. Simply because what I want, I can't have, and what I can have, I really just don't want. Just to be perfectly honest, it's kind of like prison. trying to make some jokes here because I'm trying to make light of my situation. I'm definitely in a bit of a dark place right now, but that doesn't have anything to do with the show. So please forgive me for being a little more forthright on my problems that I got going on right now. I'm walking around very ominously lately. Not many smiles. It just is what it is. Someday hopefully I'll get over this and be able to move forward with my life. But right now, for the time being, I'm having a hard time in life. So please bear with me if there's not so many jokes in this one. Like I said, I'm not always going to be in the same mood because not everybody has the same attitude every single day. I just can't be happy and happy-go-lucky every single day. But I'm going to try to make the best of the situation. So back to the sandwich. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's not super impressive. I am going to make an opinion, and then I'm going to also bring Mr. Predicto on and let Mr. Predicto decide as well. So I'll go first just because obviously my opinion is going to be a little more something that you guys probably want to hear in the general respect of things. So yeah, like I said, this has chicken, lettuce, tomato, mayo, this barbecue sauce, and it looks like little tortilla strips, I guess. Not really sure why. I guess that's supposed to be the crunch. But okay, I'm gonna go ahead and give this a little run and see how it does. Jimmy John's. And this is my first review of you. And I'm sorry, buddy, this might be my last. I'm going to do the flip, because I always do it this way. That's just how I just took a bite. And I'm going to flip it. I'm going to see if that does it any justice. Honestly, I'm sorry, Jimmy. I'm sorry, Jimmy Jim. I'm sorry, little Jimmy. I'm sorry, little Jimmy. My boy, little Jimmy over here, though. Oh, no, my bad. Hold on. My invisible friend, little Jimmy, he's over here. What do you say, little Jimmy? What do you think of this sub? Oh, yeah, my bad. I'm sorry. I was supposed to give you a bite. Here you go, buddy. There you go. What do you think, little Jimmy? What do you say, bub? Pretty good? Nah? Okay, that makes two of us. I forgot my invisible co-host. His name's Little Jimmy. Me, Little Jimmy. Little Jimmy, say hi to the people. People, say hi to Little Jimmy. What up, Little Jimmy? I'll do it for the people. I'll say hi for you. Little Jimmy's a mute, so I'm sorry. Like I said, he's my co-host, but he's also a mute and invisible. But he's still cool though. And I'm sorry, R-Truth. Shout out to R-Truth from WWE. I'm sorry that I stole Little Jimmy from you, man. But I'll let you have him on the weekends, all right? I got custody now, and it's my rules now. Our Ron Killings, a.k.a. R-Truth. Okay. So let's go ahead and pop this on. Let's see what Mr. Predicto thinks. I'll make my opinion be known. And Little Jimmy said it sucked. So there we go. Mr. Predicto does the Jimmy John's chicken bacon barbecue ranch chicken bacon barbecue whatever bacon barbecue ranch chicken crunch subbed from Jimmy John's. Does this suck? Okay, so now I'll make my opinion be known. in my personal opinion, it sucks. It's not that good. Thumbs down. And I'll explain what I mean by this. It's not a bad sub, but there really is somebody who is a secret player in the chicken sandwich game. And I'm going to go ahead and drop knowledge on Little Jimmy John's here. Little Jimmy? Not you, Little Jimmy. This Little Jimmy. Little Jimmy John. That's what I'm talking about, Jimmy John's. Hey, there's a player in the game that's beating you guys real bad. And their name is Publix. They have a Publix chicken tender sub. And that is the best sub on the planet. Especially if you have them take and put it in a bag. The chicken in a bag. And put this Carolina Gold barbecue sauce all over it. That makes it that much better. So that's something to consider also. So yeah, I give it a thumbs down. But the only reason I give it a thumbs down is because it's a taste to, how should I say this? A taste to value ratio. That's my opinion. Because for $11, you should get much better of a sub than this. I mean, for $11, they give you whatever toppings you want at Publix. You don't have to pick a limited amount of toppings if you like extra veggies or anything like that. And well, perfectly honest, that just don't look pleasing to me. It's not visually aesthetically good. It's not really tasty good. It's just like if I put barbecue sauce on a chicken sandwich and some Fiesta strips. And this bread, it's kind of like whatever. They don't, like I said, they didn't clearly cook this thing. They just put it out there cold, which I'm sure the chicken strips are already cooked. But I mean, still, who wants a cold sandwich that's a chicken sandwich? That makes no sense to me. Or at least it's not on my list of things to do, because I don't believe in warm chicken or cold chicken. It doesn't make any sense to me to eat chicken cold. I think it makes it actually not taste as good. So that's where I'm going with this. So we're going to go ahead and give her one more run. We're going to let Mr. Predicto make his decision one more time, and if we have to, we'll throw a tiebreaker. Mr. Predicto, does the Bacon Ranch Chicken Cruncher sub from Jimmy John suck?
It is a certainty.
And are you really sure, so we can go ahead and break the tiebreaker? Because you said you're not sure before, now you said it's a certainty. So, this is the one that's going to break the tie right here, because now that we got one yes and one maybe, let's see what this yes says.
Without hesitation, yes.
Okay. Speaks for itself. Mr. Predicto said it. I guess I was right with the thumbs down. I mean, I don't have no reason to lie in these videos. I'm not getting paid by Jimmy John's to say that they're good or bad. This is just something I do. For entertainment value, I suppose, content, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, sorry, Jimmy. Maybe I don't know. Maybe never. I'll try a review again, because it's like $11 worth of, and I've got about 13 minutes. So that's $1 per minute for this video. Yeah, this is just not an impressive sub. I'm sorry. Like I said, I call it how it is, and you're going to notice that there's going to be yeses and nos depending upon how I feel. Yeah, this is not worth $11, Jimmy John's. You guys really need to drop the price on this sub. It's nothing special on this sub that you put on it that's any different than anything else, except for some some Fiesta strips, which are like little crunchy friggin'. It's just basically a hard shell taco made into strips. Oh, so special, so special. So yeah, as far as this goes, that's going to really conclude the review today. I really don't think this is impressive. I'm not going to back it. Sorry, guy. Better luck next time if I ever get Jimmy John's again. Publix. If it was between you and Jimmy John's, buddy, you won. So shout out to Publix. No sponsor. Although I would be if they want me to sponsor them. So, with that being said, I do thank everybody for staying to the end of the video. I do want to say thank you everybody that's come here and watched the video. I do ask that you like, subscribe, ring the bell. And there are links in the description below if you want to support the channel, whether it be through merchandise or Patreon. So that's going to conclude the video, like I said. So I'm going to go ahead and call it a day. because I feel that doesn't have much else to say about this. So with that being said, I'm going to call it a day, and it's a day. Fruit Reviews with Fatty out.